Hi, Pastor Ed here. I wanted to come to you today as my partners and talk to you just for about 3 or 4 minutes. Please give me just a few moments, and I want to share with you some opportunities and challenges and some needs that are in front of us. First of all, I want to thank you for your partnership to Victorious Living International. The partners make up over 51% of our funding. Without you, we couldn't do what we're doing. I know oftentimes I come with many different initiatives and many different asks. But there are so many needs, and I have so many requests being pulled upon me at any given time. I try to select the ones the Lord really puts on our heart that fits our vision, mission, and our scope of ministry. And there are a couple projects that we have ongoing right now that are kind of stalling, and we could use your help. Your normal partnership helps us do the normal things that we are committed to doing, such as making the missions trips. It pays for my expenses and my travel and the expenses of those crusades, our monthly Zoom meetings, our monthly support of missionaries, and our monthly support of our V kids and orphans. But when we have special initiatives such as building churches, Family Freedom Project, where we get people free from slavery, these require sometimes an additional ask on my part. And I'm going to ask you for a couple of things. And mostly for your prayers. But I want you to understand that sometimes it may be confusing what I'm asking for. But instead of not supporting or not giving, please ask a question. Send me a message. I'll be glad to answer. If you have a heart for missions, and I know you do because you've been supporting us and given liberally in the past, I know you'll help us with these initiatives to come. First of all, we have a church in Pakistan that we began several months ago, a building. This church was under persecution, being beaten off the streets as they tried to meet together in the open air. There was not a building big enough for the new church that is formed in this village. They were physically beaten off the street. In response to that, our partners there have found a piece of property. We purchased that with your partnership help. That was a $9,000 investment. That's a big investment. We now have a building being erected there that we have bought the bricks for, and the foundation is now being laid. We need to finish this project. This is not in the scope of our normal budget. And so anything you can give toward this would be helpful. We probably have $5,000 to $6,000 remaining, and hopefully over the next couple of months we want to give installments to help get this construction finished, and this church can begin to meet in a more safe environment. I'm also traveling to Africa next week for 10 days, first time in this area, part of Nigeria. I'll be there doing pastors' conferences and preaching in churches. And we have a $5,000 obligation in partnering with our good friend, Pastor David Freck, to make this possible. I would ask for your help in any way possible for this as well. Finally, the Family Freedom Fund. I received some very disturbing video images from our partners there of a family of 5 that was murdered. There are slaves on the bricklands, Christians, and all of them, including the small 3 children, the mom and the dad, were all brutally murdered. The images are too graphic and too disturbing for me to share. But this is the urgency of the Family Freedom Project. I have $800 in our hands right now dedicated toward a family being set free. It's too late for that family, unfortunately, and we are saddened by that. But I need $1,200 more. So altogether, about $11,000 to $12,000 would take care of everything. And we have money for some of this already available, but I'm asking you to help in any way that you can. You can give just toward VLI, and it'll go toward these initiatives. If you wanted to go specifically for family freedom, we have that category in the giving module. If you would like to help us finish the church, just notate that when you give. If you want to help with the Africa trip, just give to the general VLI Missions Fund or VLI Partners Fund. My heart is heavy for these needs. They are great. Our 2022-23 new fiscal year begins next month. We'll be talking to you about another year of partnership. And we want to make it as available to you as possible, knowing that every little bit helps, knowing that in trying economic times, it can be difficult. to find extra to help people that you may never meet. But the heartbeat of God is foreign missions, sending out from the church and doing the work to the most hurting of those in the world is the very heart of God. You will be blessed by keeping an open hand to missions and to helping Victorious Living International accomplish what God has called us to accomplish. I really appreciate you. I know many of you are having your own struggles, and I pray for you. Please let me know how I can pray for you. I thank you for listening to this message. If you're able today, right now, to go to victoriouslivinginternational.com and give at the donate button, it would be greatly appreciated. If you've already given and you continue to give, thank you for your sacrificial giving and your love. I'm not asking you to do something you can't do. I'm not pressuring you. I know your heart's probably broken. If I were able to show you the pictures of this family, you'd be devastated. It was very disturbing for me. It's been a few days of inner turmoil myself as I've sought God about how we can make more freedom for more families and safety for more people. All we can do is do what God has called us to do the very best of our ability. Last year, we exceeded our income in outlay for missions, and we do not pay any salaries or any administrative fees, anything like that. Almost every dime that's given goes directly to foreign missions. You're a part of that. We hope to keep it that way. We know someday it may require some administration. We believe God's going to continue to bless us and grow us. So thank you for your help. The theme for the coming year, starting in July, is Help the Hurting. Helping the hurting. That's what VLI is doing. We are going and helping the hurting. And by giving, you help us as well. Well, thank you. I thought I'd just come on here and explain a little bit about why there's so many times that I'm asking for your help. Pray, if nothing else. Pray, because prayer is powerful, and God will provide for us in response to faith-filled prayer. God bless you, and may God help us touch as many people as possible.